Okay, welcome to Detox, folks. Just some disclaimers real quick. This is a personal journey here of history through hip-hop and other things inside the game as a hip square overseas. Just my own personal opinions, and all this is for valuetainment purposes only, just to have fun, reminisce when the world was more enjoyable. This episode is quite a roller coaster ride, and I do hope you guys enjoy. Very politically incorrect, only for mature audiences, talking about promoting MF Doom in the streets of Amsterdam and comparing the dispensaries from then to now. Crazy fun stories of the hoes from various red light blades and how you can benefit and have as much fun as possible if you actually decide to take time to go over there and visit while you're in your player stage. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoy. Dave Ski, the place to be. Shouts goes out to Herb Scratch, texting me up all the time while I'm doing this show. Shouts going out to Father Lux, my beat consultant, and of course, Batman on the beats. Keep up the good work. I'm gonna hit y'all up pretty soon, and hopefully everybody out there listening will enjoy. Check it out. Let's do this.
Dave Ski.
2D Talks. 2DTAAKS.
Big up for the Lux.
Live every day like it's your last one. Oh yeah.
Less organized reasoning and knowledge. Spent 2 more years to get through college. Doesn't really matter anymore anyways, cause knowledge of the gods lasts more always.
All the way until this day, yep.
All the way until this day you wanna front. And yo, peace goes out to the gods. Hey, the gods. That's right. Arm, leg, arm, head, baby. Come on up in here and check out this gang from O Squares. We're gonna run it down once again another week. Humble as a mug, Dave Ski. Unbelievable that we make it each week to this show. Dave Ski, the place to be. Shouts out Herb Chulo, my main man Herb Scratch, the homie. One love to Father Lux, Papa Luxury. Yeah. You traveling in the car. I'm gonna spit a little bit. Alright. Rip up the mic. Yo, stay fresh. Hip the people to why yo the best. Keep flowing. Flow. And you don't stop. Continue to make those bodies rock. Ha 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 ha. On the one. Hit. Ha. A lot of things can happen on a trip to Holland, man, for vacation, you know, from weed to parties to concerts to wisdom from hoes, legalized brothels like a mug. The square game all the way. In this show, we're going to be gaining wisdom of the P game from a square perspective. How about that? Yo, it's like this. Government's corrupt. Some hoes work. Some hoes rob when hoes go stealing. Hey! Every hoe has to make a living. Yes, y'all. I know I'm corny as fuck. Okay, y'all, I'm having fun. Can't a brother have some fun every once in a while? Speaking of which, this fun, crazy vacation that happened in the mid-2000s where I was blessed with my homie Iz to have the material to promote the Victor Von 2 Venomous Villain album in Amsterdam, Holland, Netherlands, the European continent. Co-chilling over there in 2005, mid-2000s era. Crazy story that happened, and we're going to get into it real quick. But first, let's go back. Back in that time. It's the magnificent. Yo, back 20-something years ago, the vibe of the U.S. was extremely different, man. Cannabis culture here was not
cannabis culture here.
You know, it was all underground. So to go to a spot where everything was open, Holland was very open. So I went over there, had a great sexcation, and a sexual vacation. It was just crazy, man. Anybody that's in their player stage, all my homies, this 2D talks, man. 2D talks. 2D talks. Two dudes talking about all kind of shit. All the people that's out there listening, this going out to the regular dudes, man, regular homies, If you get a chance to go over there in your player stage, man, I don't know how it is now, but being in this city is so damn old. I don't think much has changed. Plus, you don't really have to hit too much herbs over there right now because the U.S. got so much herb. So you can go over there, experience the hoes a little bit, party it up, see what it's like. And nah, man, I'm not advocating no professional trickism like Kevin Samuels. It's like, man, to get a real good taste of the game, the quickest entry really is the trick way. I know that's a clown-ass move to be a trick, but if you go in on that lane at a legal brothel, you're not going to have any problems. And then you can take all the experiences, put it into a study, and then get some tight theories going on and study all different aspects of the game from there without having to go to jail, serve no time. So the safest and quickest entry really is the trick lane, just to pay a trick tab real quick to see what it's all about and what do you get and kind of navigate through the hose, through that vein. Then you can take a step back and analyze experiences and try to see if you put two and two together, try to make something happen. I mean, if you really think about it, man, there's nothing wrong with being a big, fat, juicy, hip-ass square and tell a whole bunch of stories from the fly-on-the-wall perspective. You know what I mean? I didn't really have to delve into the streets, man. And I think I got a nice, good heaping helping of some street knowledge, just studying all these different dudes that surrounded me in my cipher. And we're gonna talk about a lot of different styles inside some cool stories, And to get over there from the East Coast, there's different routes. Check it out. I went out there on a Delta flight. It was East Side, Central Florida, Old Town, K-Town, Tampa. This is the basic route that you gotta take from MCO to JFK, and then JFK to Amsterdam Schiphol. Once you hit the ground over there, took a deep breath and took on the challenge of exploring through the European continent of Amsterdam. Green as a mug, but humble, trying to learn. Yeah, man, big shouts to all the homies I met out there. Jacob, my homie Jacob, Ron Juan from a company called Aerial Visual, DJ Conrad. I stayed in touch with Ron Juan. I'm gonna hit him up soon with this podcast. Hopefully, maybe one day Jake might be able to hear this and I can get in touch with Jake again. Homie Jake, he took me out to the Paradiso with this art society party, which was dope. One thing about Amsterdam over there, they got a real appreciation for artistry, different types of art. Hip hop, of course, they got a really deeper appreciation for the history of hip hop and all the funky sounds and pretty much all the soul. You got a really good appreciation for it over there. That's one thing I noticed. A lot of different styles. For example, when you get a chance, check out D'Angelo 2012 show at the Paradiso, parts 1 and 2. Check your Googles. Also Candy Dulfer, she performed over there. You can check the Googles for that show too. The Candy Dulfer show was doper in Leverkusen. The Leverkusen show was a little bit more clear. The camera where they shot it was better, but both shows are pretty live. You can check the Googles for that. Just to give you a taste of what it's like over there. It's so freaking live, man. They really get into soul and hip hop over there like a mug. So let's give you a couple of mini stories here about what happened when I was rolling through all these different sections. You know what? I didn't even get to see concerts like that. Didn't really get to see it. I was hanging outside of the Milky Way. They call it the Milk Vag. When the KRS-One show was over there in 2005 summer, and we'll get into that in a minute. That's when all this just craziness happened at that show. But before that, I was hanging with my homie Jake from PTP Portapu FM, and he let me roll through with him to the Paradiso. I never partied like this ever, man. It's just wow. It's just like Amsterdam was such a off the chain city. So let's walk through that night for a quick second. Let y'all see this vibe real quick. So I had some Cruzan dark liquor in the hotel. I had a piff from my homie DJ Conrad that we was rocking the previous night. That was wild too, man. So many just different wild stories. I never really seen a dispensary before and what they had to offer. And first time doing it is an experience when you see that in the store and all these different types of cannabis, and they explain what it does. And it's the same type of vibe now in America, but back then the U.S. wasn't having none of that. So you had to go over to the dam real quick and see what these dispensaries was really like. So man, I got a stick, and it was hashish mixed with tobacco like a blunt, and they roll it. The way they roll shit over there was so wild. It looked like a V, like it went into an upside down triangle. They stuffed it with hashish. Man, and then I'll never forget it. The first stick that I hit over there was called Cream Gold Hash from Morocco. You couldn't even smoke the whole thing in one session. So I had a half a blunt left over from the previous night, and then Jay came to the room. We popped the window open a little bit, and then start doing shots of Cruzan, just a little bit of the Cruzan dark, and then we lit up the cream gold. Just having some fun, man. Just laughing it up, bro. Crazy laughs. And so when we were crazy mellow, we had talking about hip hop and all these different. Homie from Austria, man. Jake from Austria. So he's talking all these different types of eclectic vibes about how we're gonna go get down on this party. They didn't really want to do the cab, so we met the clique. There was a clique that came through the hotel, and the clique just had their bicycles, and that's the one of that eclectic kind of vibe deals about Amsterdam. They just hop on the bike and go wherever. So me, Jake, maybe 4 other homies hopped on these bikes. We just rode over, man. Just rode over to the Paradiso, and we got there. Man, that shit was packed. I ain't never seen so many bicycles in my life, man. And the Paradiso was kind of like Mango's in Miami. It was a 5-story old. It was a party spot, 5 different floors. They tricked out this old cathedral and turned it into some wild, eclectic ass club. And each floor had its own vibe on it. And then you can go back and forth between floors and get your groove on and figure out what kind of vibe you was going to settle into. So once you get there, we got there, you walk in the door and pay a fee or whatever, and then you go into these different corridors, and you suddenly wind up in a beer line. You get morphed into this beer line. So I was in the beer line, and the beer line was like, man, it was like 6 lanes deep, and it was like a snail turtle's pace trying to get to the beer. So I was just kicking it, talking, trying to chat with people in line and seeing what's the vibe. And these were like art society folks. It was like some huge art society graduation that was going on there. And it was a big jam for those folks. On the beer line talking, this one lady, I was looking at the line, trying to time out when will we get to the front of the line. And I was like, wow, because Heineken is made in Amsterdam. So I'm thinking like, wow, they're gonna run out of Heineken here. They're gonna run out of beer. And I'm talking to some people. I'm like, all right, I'm talking to this girl, man. She's like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Just coming in, chilling from the Americas, partying with you guys, whatever, blase squaze. And then I'm like, hey, this line is still pretty deep. What if they run out of beer before we get to the top? The girl looked at me. She said, kind of a cool, suave, sinister laugh. She was like, Dave, that will never happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, Heineken is like a god out there, man. It's like the beer god, bro. It's like, that shit's flowing infinitely. So we finally get to the top, the log, you know what I'm saying? the way that they serve the beer is funny, man. They don't serve it. They don't give you no beer. They serve you by the rack. So you step up and you go, you get a beer. He's like, how many you want? They serve you by the rack. So it always goes by 6 beers at once. And then, you can chill for a whole night in the club if you have a tray or a rack of beer, which is 6. You can actually buy a 6-pack when you walk to the bar. And it wasn't even that much, man. It was like maybe 15 euros, I think. All right, so got the rack, 6 beers, start walking around this place and seeing what's happening. The first floor was disco hip hop, like all that old soul sonic stuff. Perfect Beat, Planet Rock, Renegades of Funk, the Houdini, all that old disco hip hop shit was going on. First floor. Second floor was some soul house type shit, Gwen Guthrie mixes, Larry Levan type shit. Third floor was rock. It was like Beastie Boys, the punky stuff, like Ramones, Beastie Boys, Bad Brains, like a punk Skindred type of feel. 9 point. That was weird. It was like that was so many different genres going on different floors. So then you went up, and some other types of lounges were upstairs, way upstairs, and then. So I was kind of mellowing out on the first floor, the second and the fifth, I think. Just cold, trying to chill and drink these beers while I'm checking out the vibe of this club. Anyway, I get caught on the third level inside of the rock floor. And I got caught up in there because I was going up and down the stairs chasing this one female. I was, just trying to get some females, some action going on. All the females in the whole club, these are European lily white chicks, so they all look like kind of like Sweet Bunny or BB Girl. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give you like just regular dude shit, man. Sweet Bunny, like a Turkish, Lithuanian, Romanian, third world exotic type hot broads. So they were kind of flourishing around the club. I was trying to talk to this one chick. She looked like BB Girl, to put it in perspective. And it kind of lured me into the spot, and I didn't want to go into the rock section because it was kind of hardcore. And next thing I know, I'm in this rock section, and it starts getting full. And there's a secret room in the rock section where they were going to have a live punk metal show. So I got morphed into that. I'm trying to finish my last Heineken, still kind of buzzing off the cream gold hash. Next thing I know, man, I'm in the middle of this mosh pit that's forming, and I'm like, yo, what in the hell? Man, and you get buzzed off regular Heineken, not Heineken Light. Heineken is kind of heavy, and you got cream gold, and you still kind of got like a little bit of a psychedelic feel going on in your cerebral. So, I'm in the mosh pit, man. I'm just laughing because I'm feeling like a silky shirt inside of a wash cycle. And I couldn't help start laughing, and the mosh pit start getting bigger, and these dudes is getting serious, man. But you know how it goes, man. They get serious with their mosh pits, and I'm like, yo, man, I'm supposed to be on delicate cycle. I'm silky smooth, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I can't believe this shit, man. Chasing after this fine Lithuanian, Romanian, Turkish sweet bunny bitch got me caught up in this bullshit. Now I'm in a mosh pit trying to get out of this motherfucker, and it's too damn packed. So I'm just getting pushed. I'm trying to get to the back, so I gotta get outside of this pit. So I'm just weaving and waving and trying to get out of this shit. It took me about 20 minutes. Took me about 20 minutes to get out of that shit. Now I'm drenched in sweat, checking out this damn punk metal show from the back. And it was wild, man. That shit was insane, bro. They were going at it too. The punk metal band was just ripping all kind of electric lead guitar chords and shit. So I'm not really a metalhead at all, but I was like, damn, just watching the motherfuckers play. Once again, man, it was just crazy to see so many different styles and so many different genres in one club. I was just mesmerized on that fact alone. Like, damn, these motherfuckers over here got a real appreciation for all different types of artistry veins, you know what I'm saying? So finally get a chance to hook back up, with the clique or whatever. And Jake is walking outside hours later when the club closes down. And everybody goes and hits after parties and stuff. Maybe like about 4 a.m. or something like that. And then finally connect back with Jake, my homie, Hardapo FM from Austria. I told him the story. I was like, because everybody got lost in there. Jake was like, yo, man, where'd you go, man? What's up? And I was like, man, got messed around with the punk metal. He was like, man, you went to the rock floor, man. He started busting out laughing, man. He was like, man, you went to the rock and roll punk metal floor. You ain't supposed to go on that floor, man. That's just crazy. He just started busting out laughing, man. And he was cracking up, man, all the way till we leave the club, and he had a blast the rest of the night just hanging out with these Dutch dudes. The next night was the Milky Way. Jake couldn't hang out, but I went to the Milky Way with a duffel bag full of the MF Doom stuff, and I was just gonna casually hang out at the Milky Way, not to go into the KRS-One show, but just to kind of stand there when folks come out so I can hand out the flyers, the pre-promotions for the Victor Vaughn Venomous Villain album, so people could see it and they could see, the little cool little promotional items. This is when it gets thick, because the KRS, man, like Slick Rick say, man, Boogie Down was performing, man, they ain't no joke. Yo, and like Outkast say, man, I couldn't even make it to the door. You speak of hardcore. I was on the outskirts of the club that night, and the show was packed. KRS-One, Amsterdam, Milky Way, the Melkweg. It was packed, man. Dudes was coming out. The Dutch b-boys, all ethnicities coming out of the spot, and I had my bag, casually handing out some flyers for the Venomous Villain album that is had on Insomniac record label. So I was kind of promoting it a little bit. I had the collector's item cards with me too. That was kind of showcasing, trying to boost up some awareness for the album. So a couple dudes walked past and they seen the flyer. One thing I noticed about them Dutch guys over there, man, anything that has to do with hip hop, they actually look at what it is. And so they don't just take the flyer and throw it out. Dudes was actually looking at the flyer and they were reading it. And one guy was looking at it, a couple other guys came around. This is like outside of the Milky Way, so it's like a street kind of a effervescence, because the club is right there somewhere around the Dutch Amsterdam streets. So it was a nice little crowd, like a downtown kind of feel. So a little crowd was there. So walking to and fro, people were everywhere. I was handing out the flyers. A couple dudes was reading the flyers, and he just heard, in the whisper ASMR type of deal where Cass was going, oh man, this dude is promoting something about MF Doom. What is this? In the little Dutch accents. And then dudes were starting to gather around. It was like a cipher was starting to form on the outside of the club in the streets where the Milky Way was. They were trying to figure out what I had in that bag of mine, and it was strictly promotional items, a few CDs, but it's trippy to think about this. Like, even way back then, hip hop dudes were really into this MF Doom guy. In the same kind of frenzy that kids are now about this dude. Definitely a timelessness with this guy, definitely. And they were almost in a mob style kind of way, trying to see what I had as far as merch goes or whatever. But it wasn't crazy. It wasn't no crackhead rah-rah shit jumping out. It was just dudes trying to be cool and seeing what's up with this MF Doom thing. And a cipher was starting to form. And this one Dutch kid got excitable. He was like, yo man, this motherfucker got Doom right here. He got Doom in the bag, man. And then people just started looking. Next thing you know, the cipher got big, man. It was like maybe it was like maybe 70 people were forming in a circle trying to see these flyers and what it was all about. So it was like that episode, season 3, I believe, episode 8, when you remember Darius and Paperboy was out there in Amsterdam on the show Atlanta. It's one of my favorite shows, by the way. Top 3 sitcoms. The twisted Twilight Black Zone light-skinned Seinfeld show. They were in Amsterdam, season 3, episode 8, and then when Paperboy was getting mobbed by these kids trying to get his autograph. It was kind of like that scene. It was like that was about to go down when a mob was forming, but not aggressively, but it was kind of like that feel. And then the Dutch cops came walking by and it was looking at this scene. And of course, they thought it was a fight breaking out, but it was nothing like that. But all right, this is wild, man. I was just tripping out because the hell, man, I'm just overseas trying to promote some shit, having a good time on vacation, and these Dutch cops, man, with the weirdest looking 1984 style uniforms come around the cipher, and they bust that shit up quickly. And then you had maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 cops, Dutch cops, 2 in the patrol car, 6 that was kind of lingering around the cipher, busting the cipher up. And then they grabbed me, they grabbed my bag, they grabbed me. And then, this crazy, tough Dutch Holland accent, it was like, "What is going on?" I'm saying some evil, sinister, you remember Dr. Sinister from the Flintstones? Some evil ass, sinister motherfucker trying to grab me and shit. And I was like, "Hey man," I shrugged my shoulders. I was like, "Hey man, I'm just promoting some artwork here. I'm trying to get these flyers out to the people that like hip hop." Man, out of nowhere, my homie Ron. First time I ever seen this guy in my life. I met him at this show, and we nicknamed him Ron Juan. Ron, this dude, man, giant white lumberjack dude. He looked like he might have, played ball for Greg Pop or somebody, like a European basketball league or something. Tall, big, gigantic dude, man, comes out of the darkness, and he had a duffel bag, white t-shirt, and Ron just slides through the crowd, through the cipher. He kind of bumps his elbow on my shoulder, looks down on me and says, "Come with me." like a motherfucking Holland lurch or some shit. Like a motherfucking like a Dutch Addams Family lurch ass motherfucker. And then I just slide out with Ron. I slide out of the cipher, man, grab my bag, and the whole cipher kind of fizzled out. Then Ron just kind of knew how to navigate these crazy situations, and we kind of walked. Next thing I know, we were like 6 blocks from the club. We were talking some shit about everything, man. And this dude is one of the coolest dudes I met over there, bro. Ron Juan. This guy used to work for a company called Aerial Visual, and what that was that he would go up in a helicopter, choppers, and go over different fancy ass cities, take photographs. Professional photography, take photographs, and then posting bitches up on postcards, and then sell them to tour stores throughout the European continent. Crazy as a mug, man. So next thing I know, I was just hanging with Ron all night, man, doing all kind of crazy shit, going to all these different wild ass Amsterdam clubs, and feeling out the vibe. One thing I gotta tell y'all, man, over there they don't really drink cognac like they drink it in the West, man. Because there's a place called Cognac France. They make all that cognac double distilled brandy over there, so they real respectful of the cognac, man. They got a respect for it. When you order it from any bar in any club, they'll give you like a cool looking tulip glass or like a snifter. They don't serve it regular, man. They heat it up first in a little pot and a gas stove. They'll swirl it around, heat it up for maybe 10 seconds, and so they pour like a slightly warmer temperature than room temperature into a snifter, then they serve it to you like that. Imagine getting a warm cognac in a club for a drink when you order a drink at the bar. They don't mess around with that stuff, man. You have to drink it in a certain way. Of course, you drinking some warm motherfucking cognac, you're gonna get buzzed off your motherfucking ass. But you better have a cold ass Heineken to wash that shit down with, or one of those Spatons double box or some shit like that. That's what they drink over there. One thing that when you go to a club, you get a Heineken Light, Amstel Light, or a double box, or like a Spaten or some shit like that, or a Grolsch. They don't be fucking around with their drinks. They drink some real shit over there. So just to put that out there, if anybody goes out there in your player stage and you're trying to get some drinks, just remember, man, don't be dropping no ice in your cognac, man, because they will get offended from that shit, man. They look at you like you're stupid. But anyway, the next thing I want to talk about, of course, last but not least, is the hose. The ho-ho-hos, like the Jolly Green Giant would say. Ho-ho-ho. And you better be a Jolly Green ass giant, because you could be dropping some dollars in that section, bruh. Yo, it's all over the place, and the red light district over there is huge, man. It's like maybe, man, 3 football fields, man. Imagine like 45 football fields. The red light district is huge, man, big. You know, I had my little trick tab, paying it off a little bit, and just checking it out, man. I want to have some fun and see what it was all about, so I went down there. I remember the first time I went down there, I thought it was a big ass scam, bro. For real. Like, so many different mini stories, but alright, so I was walking around, took the train up from the hotel, went into the city, and I went over there in the daytime looking crazy as hell. I had the totally wrong outfit on, because you're not really supposed to look like an American tourist, you know, like a regular golf outfit on with the newsboy Kango joint, you know what I'm saying? I was just sticking out like a sore thumb, and went down there, motherfucker seen chicks with sticks everywhere, and I was, you know, walking around with a confused look on my face like, damn, this is Amsterdam, huh? This is the red light district, huh? Fucking big ass scam, man, this is bullshit. Went down a couple blocks, man, turned the corner, and this one player that was trying to recruit fans for the Moulin Rouge show. You know, they think it's little sex shows that go on down there. You can go watch them bitches. I'll get into that in a minute. But the dude was standing on a stoop, and he see me come around the corner in some crazy accent. Hey, my man, you want to go to the show? What's up? I was like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. This place is sick. And then he looked at me, man. He was like, oh, you from the Americas, huh? He looked me up and down because I looked like, I had on some golf short set outfit. Cool little Bubba Watson type outfit, you know, some shorts, regular Izod, newsboy hat. And he looked me up and down, and the dude just laughed. He was like, man, you in the wrong section, buddy. Fucked up. You gotta get the hell out. I was like, yo, what? He's like, man, the red light district is huge, man. There's all different types of flavors out here, buddy. And then I thought back to myself. I was like, man, the motherfuckers always fucking with me. Told me the wrong section to go to. I think it was one of the cab dudes from the concierge desk at the hotel. He said, yeah, man, go down this block right here, man. You have a good ass time. Fuck ass motherfucker. Told me the wrong section. All these motherfucking chicks with sticks in the motherfucker. So anyway, the dude told me to go by the bullfrogs, I think it was, and he was giving me all these lesson plans. He was like, well, what section do you want, man? Do you want like a French? You want like a African? You want Dutch? And then he was like, what's you feeling? What's your flavor? I was like, damn, this motherfucker running shit down to me like a menu and shit. I was like, I don't know. He was like, yo, why don't you just go for the potpourri section? Like it's all flavors down this one block, meaning, all these different types of women. I was like, wow. So I went down to the potpourri block. Man, shit. Man, I had a good ass time, man. Nothing but tall, slender, cool looking Dutch dimes walking around. Let me explain to you how one of the session goes. Like why is this shit so dope? All right, here it is. When you do a session with a girl over there, man, that shit is so motherfucking cool because it's not like the West, man. They just chilling with you. They don't really, GFE is one thing, but they don't really care unless you a fucked up client. They'll kick your ass out the booth. But if you cool and you look clean, man, they just be chilling with you, man. And they offer you some good customer service. And that's crazy. He's a mug to say some shit like that, right? Customer service with hoes. You know what I mean? You clean, you walk in there, bust out 100 euros, slap it on the table like it ain't shit. Throw 100 in the air. Man, yo, they just be chilling, man. They be like, some of the muches, they have a clipboard. They take your order down. What would you like? You know what I'm saying? Basic stuff. Or they'll give you like they won't get too crazy, because if you do the dominatrix fantasy shit, they might charge your ass a grip. But just regular flat back shit, man, 100, 120, some shit like that. Man, they just chilling, man. The only thing about it, man, this is the deal, man. Well, let's check out the look of the girls real quick, then I'll give you a secret. Like these chicks are dime pieces, man. All of these bitches. Like you'll see the Morena chicks be like Antoinette Robinson. You remember Gina Rodriguez. Remember Lark Voorhees from original cast from Saved by the Bell. The white chicks, the Dutch model white chicks look like Hayden Panettiere, Amber-haired Charlize Theron, Elizabeth Berkley, those type of bitches. Picture like nice, tall, not too tall, like 5'7" through 5'10", slim but not too slim, with a Dutch donk, and they all just dime piece model type looking glasses of water, man. Dope. You know what I mean? You chilling, man. You walk down there, they all winking at you, treating you nice. I mean, you a customer, man. Like the old Eric Sermon APMD record, man. You a customer. Winking at you. All the homies, my homies was like, all my Amsterdam homies was like, man, you seem pretty popular down there, don't you? They're looking at you winking and shit, huh? Yeah, man, they trying to get their money, dog. Hoes over there, they ain't playing. I mean, it's right. It's legal to be a prostitute in Amsterdam, and okay, let's cut off the K. Samuel light real quick and have a little dance with the darkness. Alright, if you're a maxed out crypto, digital bricks bidding hustler, any game that you might be thinking of, you play Pinky, I'll be the brain, and if you pimping and pondering, well, I might be pimping and pondering, yo, check it. You're not trying to go over there as a K. Samuel, pro, trick, professional, bachelor. You want to flip a metaphor to make it better for all the future roadie Max. Lean in for a quick sec. Let's go bipolar to bipolar, P-I-polar, real quick, P to the is-I, no liz-I, periphery inquiry, player's intelligence, some privada investigaciones, P's insight to take flight on a bitch ass. Now, if you want to holler for $1 and flip into a Mac and pull 10 stacks or more in a month or more for stunts, yo man, I know what you're thinking. You want to turn Amsterdam into Maxterdam, the Netherlands into the Heatherlands. If you're brave enough to stick your hand up a wild elephant's ass to grab and pull out cash, I can give you some sweet rundowns about all that soil over there, just from the small time that I spent observing and witnessing all kinds of crazy shit that happened. And also, just to let you guys know, come on, this is only for authorship. You know, book writing, sociology, psychiatry, any type of scholarly activity that you got going on. I'm not trying to persuade motherfuckers to go over there and do some dirt. Just to give you the knowledge and pass it along. Just in case you're thinking about dancing with the darkness, you're gonna get into some trouble. Here's a little bit of the reason why. I won't say it directly. Alright. Man, when weed turned legal in the US, think of how the dispensaries got set up and policies got written out to make it comfortable for anybody to go there and shop. I mean, have you been inside of a dispensary, man? Alright, check it out. A dispensary is clean as fuck. After clocking a bag from a clean ass dispensary, man, you think any guest would actually go back to how they were getting weed before? They'll never do that shit. Those hoes over there are contracted to those booths, man. I just want you to think about that. If you're thinking about this podcast as too ultra square, like a motherfucker. I mean, we could flip it and then give you some knowledge if you want a rundown. If you're a young buck trying to become some type of a legend and you're thinking about international playerism, we can still give you rundowns on that type of a tip. It's all well and good. Just gotta hit me up. You know, you can put these types of soliloquies and stuff inside of a book or inside of a blog or vlog. Any type of a thing that you might want to put together on a scholarly level, and we can do that. Okay? Alright. Let's flip the light back on to the K. Samuel, pro trick, professional bachelor, and finish out this episode. To detox, you know what I mean? It's just like playing pool. We look at it from a lot of different angles. Just wanted to put that out there. Check it. Man, the city of Amsterdam is rich as fuck, and it's well over 100, 150, 200 years old. 200 plus year old city, man. They not fucking around. We might have to do another episode in the near future just strictly on the game, just to decipher a lot of different current mysteries and how in the modern world how traditional pimping is going to transform itself into space age pimping like a motherfucker. So look out for that in the near future.
Bitches getting paid.
The city's rich, man. Ain't no need to try to figure it out why. slanging pussy, weed, and Heineken. Think about it. Bitches getting paid down there, man. They be having model type dime pieces all up in the windows in the red light, bro. Bitches look fine as hell. The secret to the red light is this, man. You don't really want to go on the dope nights, like the weekend nights when it's so damn jam packed. You know, the hoes are gonna be off the chain, of course, and you're gonna see like different sections of the red light having bitch buffet, where you have like a room where they might have 10 glass windows in one section, and you just hit them all at once, or not at once, but down like a domino style. Go in one, go out the other, go out the other, go out the other. I mean, that's gonna hit you for $1,000, even though you just fucked 10 badass bitches. But that shit ain't even worth it to me, man. The secret is like, if you go down to the red light on a dead ass day and get a dope ass dime piece that ain't really been touched yet, and then you want to always go down there on nut number one. You know what I mean? So this way you don't have to fuck around, and then you can play around with the first nut, and you know what I mean, you know you're gonna bust in 30 minutes or less. So, and then plus since the sun's out, they got AC all up in the brothel chilling. They, you know what I mean, it's a better vibe when it's like a Tuesday afternoon compared to like a Saturday night. They might walk with like a $1,600 day compared to like 8 G's on the weekends where they just so damn busy. And I can't help but to think, man, about the bitter dose once again when I'm thinking about this vacation, because man, it's like, yo, macaroni and cheese, Swiss cheese if you please. Nothing but white hoes. That's what you see down there, man. You know what I mean? Like badass white bitches. Alright, real quick, straight up. A lot of other things happen out there on the Amsterdam Blade. I'm willing to share, you know, everything that I experienced for, you know, just a little consultation tip. You can hit me up on the Skyber Quick Pay. Throw me at 50 spot, OBO, you know, or best offer. Skyber Quick Pay 407-260-8186. And I'll be more than glad to give you the rundowns on all the things that happen, and to explain one-on-one experiences that I had with the hoes, the nightlife, the herb, the dispensaries. Heterosexuals only, please. Females preferred, but I can drop, you know, secrets to the homies as well. I'd rather not do a Patreon, man. I just want to talk one-on-one, or like a Zoom call with the homies. Examples of what we could talk about? Well, like this. Yeah, man, we can talk all kind of shit. We could let you in, and then you could talk some shit. Man, come on, man. We could talk about some futuristic shit, like when the AIs come, and when AI robots starts taking over hooking. Man. Them robot hookers come through. Then what's gonna happen? Man, maybe Rosebud could pimp them bitches on a bitter dose tip and put them bitches in Amsterdam. Next thing you know, they'll still have a freaking line out the window trying to get BJ's from an AI robot, a bud bot, Rosebud, bitter dose like a bitch. And then what? They gonna put a motherfucker in jail for AI trafficking? What's gonna happen then? Let's talk about that shit. Let's drop some consultations on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, the future's gonna be weird, man, with pimping and hoeing, because it's gonna be space chase pimping like a bitch. And then AI is gonna be up in this motherfucker. But what's the charges gonna be? I mean, they robots, right? They're not human. You could traffic a robot, right? Fuck, man. And then once we start learning how to code, PI start learning how to code, and imagine a code going into a bot, making it do all kind of fly shit with a BJ. Man, line to be out the motherfucking dough, man.
Yo, man, Rosebud, I got this shit hooked up on the AI boat bot. Got this shit hooked up, man. AI's on a boat, man, doing BJ's $50 for 45 minutes, my nigga. $100, man. Shit, you get all kind of shit for $100.
I can see the fiends now, man. That shit'd be wild as fuck. Yeah, man. You wanna talk some shit? Let's hook a Zoom call up, man. Drop me a little something on a Skyber. We can set a Zoom call up, man. We can talk some shit. Zig a Zoom like a motherfucker. Hit me up on Skyber Team Dolomite at Proton Mail. Skyber Quick Pay 407-260-8186. As always, thank you for your comprehensive listening. Okay. All right. Back to the show. But, you know what I mean? You'll have a better time, and plus they'll probably want to kick it with you more, because it's not really that live on like a Tuesday morning through after, maybe, you know, 11 a.m. through 3 o'clock p.m. You might have, like, you know, second string hoes out there, you know what I'm saying? But they still look fine as fuck. They still dimes. The city is the pimp, and the hoes are real hoes. That's why the city stays rich, man. Super duper. Cold clock the super hoe. Like Freddie Fox say on the Sex and Violence joint, you know I like hoes cause I'm a Mac. Yeah, man, like and subscribe, all that bullshit, you know. You don't gotta like this shit, nor subscribe, but regular dudes out there, if you happen to subscribe, go ahead and put this shit on another email somewhere, you know. You're gonna be getting all them damn notification bells and shit on your regular email. That's what I be doing. I subscribe to shit, man. I make sure it's on an email I don't even use that much. This way you won't be, I mean, even if it's on a different phone, this way you can keep that shit isolated. But that's that. Peace to the MGTOWs. Late great Patrice O'Neal. Pretty much learned from that guy about a lot of things about bitches and hoes and ladies and women. MGTOWs, big up. Yeah, man. Let's end the show with some rhymes, shall we? The first guy that gets these rhymes, you know, send me an email. The LP artist, song, whatever you can. I get you a little prize on your Skyber accounts. Skyber accounts, quick pay.
Skyber accounts.
Quick pay.
Skyber accounts.
Quick pay. Yep, quick pay is up too now, so we can do it. Just hit me up at Skyber Team Dolomite at ProtonMail. Or MySkyber at Gmail. Either one. Alright, let's see, first rhyme. Yo, this hardcore East Coast shit. Check it. Yo, squeezing Johnny Walker neck up in the benzo, freezing the heck long cock block pumping is easy. Poison metals on my neck, wrists, and arms. Louis love bitches bronze, a big bag of D happy Kwans. Together we the shallites with a twist of OJ's. One line from this to have you leaning like roach spray. Poison up on the street, my boys in. This is our choice, Brooklyn Shaolin, wildin' them neurosis. Old gold at the Golden Globe. My Roby hitting the cement, chef in the building, yup, and he bent. 1001 goons at the Rumba, certified clients. Drug money is something up giants. It's a Tarzan cocaine clan in the area. Gorillas in Louis hats, the more the merrier. Take mines, take 100 knives, let me running out of rhymes, never pull us. Try to frighten your minds. Second rhyme. This is kind of eclectic, man. A little fun style. Down this dark road, trying to find my way. I'm singing, I'm tired of the games people play. Oh, tired, yeah. No man, no way, hey. No longer standing. Leaving me dead with the gun in your hand, and I got no more sorrow. It was forsaken a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago. All right. Third rhyme. Ready? Where's the book? The answers are sketched in. Life's lessons, all types of questions. Sick of being misled and lied to. They all want to get inside you. They get inside you. It's enough to make you just want to die. Cry yourself to sleep on that bus. Ride. Okay, 3 rhymes. Anybody know the answer? What's the rhymes? Who's the artist? The LP? All the information. Send in your guests to the email SkyberTeamDolomite at ProtonMail. And the first person to do it, get yourself a little prize. And that's it. We'll check y'all out next week. All fair use, by the way. Studying the culture of hip-hop always, infinitely. Hit me up. Let me know what's up. We'll see y'all next week.
Hey, Lord, that's a coincidence, man, because yesterday or the day before yesterday I thought of you and about the pictures I had and the talk we had. And, yeah, coincidence. It's not a coincidence, it's energy. Hey, I'm going to New York. We met with Nick. My partner was born there and she lived there for 21 years. So, sadly, it's too far away from you to swing by and have a coffee and chat and update each other. But yeah, maybe another day. And if you're in Amsterdam, I don't have a house in Holland anymore. But whenever you're in Holland, we'll hook up for sure. I have have a little house in Germany and one in France, so you're always welcome there. I'm on my way. I'm kind of tired. I did a lot of work in Germany on the house and in the forest. I cut down some trees, a lot of work, but a lot of joy. Hey, talk to you later. Thanks for the messages, man. It always makes me smile if I hear something from you. Great memories. Great memories.